What's up, y'all? This KenTheMan, and I just did a dope interview with the Real Life Street Stars.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, it ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. You got a situation. He be like. Oh, you already know. We got KenTheMan in the building. Welcome to Dallas. I want to say it needs to be your second home because we right up the road from you. But as everyone knows, you from the north, yeah, that way. How you doing? How you feeling, man? How's everything with you right now, Ken?
Feeling good. It's a blessing to be here. I'm glad y'all had me on the show.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. With doing this, thing that we call music and this music business, I seen something genuine in you about maybe a couple weeks ago when you made a post about the Roc Nation signing, and you were like, I be rapping, I be doing my thing, but this moment right here is kind of like unreal to be able to say that what I'm doing. For my people, for my family and everything is actually getting to where I'm right here, right now. That was a very genuine post that you made, man. Take us through those emotions as far as just you taking back a step back and finally seeing like, wow, I'm actually, applying some pressure out here, like for real.
Well, I feel like sometimes when you live in the moment, you don't realize what's going on. So I just feel like you never know what your next step is. And then sometimes you don't even give yourself enough credit. So when stuff is happening, big things that you either never expected or like knew something greater was like, in your future, when it start kind of is present day, I feel like that's when you like, wow, I am doing this, that, and the third, because a lot of times, like, I kind of be sleep on myself, I say. Like, I kind of never feel like enough is enough, so.
We about to wake you up because I ain't gonna lie to you, we've been doing this thing, Real Life Street Stars, since like 2014, and I'm not gonna lie to you, for what we see that's in the music industry right now, shout out to all the women that's crushing it and doing the thing. You have been one of, if not the hardest female artists out here. And it almost got frustrating because, we all Texas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see a situation where I'm like, man, I see these other, industry people popping. I'm like, man, Kim been doing a little bit longer, going way harder. And I'm like, you're waiting to see the, that one moment where you kind of cross over to, national stardom, and it's like it was bubbling. I see some other people going. Do you feel like, there was something that was being held back because the talent was always there, the fan base was there, the movement was there? Do you feel something was holding some things back as far as that one?
Well, I was just telling somebody this. I was just like, I feel like relationships are bigger than talent nowadays. It's almost like you have to know all of these people. And see me, I'm more of a like inner core friend group type of girl. It's like I don't feel like fitting in is my thing. Like I feel like once I'm in the room, you love me. But it's like getting to the room and people, the outside judgment of me, I feel like it's more, people think it's just because I say to myself that I'm either a person that's like unapproachable or stuff like that. So that's what I think it is. I feel like it's just me probably needing to extend myself more to show people that I'm not a rude girl. Like I'm nice, because it's really not about talent anymore. It's about like who's talking about you and who is, because it's like my supporters and stuff talk about me all day, but it's like if these celebrities aren't, and they, it's like, who are you? So
man, that's real. And so I want to do it like this because I'm just gonna be like transparent. When I first heard your name, out of Houston, I swear I didn't hear the music yet. I just heard the name when someone talked about upcoming rappers. And I was like, who's that? Does he go hard? And they corrected me quickly. Nah, that's a female. I said, are you serious? And her name's KenTheMan. And it's just a curiosity. You probably answered this before, but you went with the moniker KenTheMan. What was the intention behind that? What was the reason behind that?
It was unintentional. Like I just had typed it in on SoundCloud. Like it was never supposed to stick. It was just my SoundCloud name, because before I even knew anything about uploading songs, distributing songs, or getting paid for songs, I just knew you could get on these beats and you better not put them on streaming or you could get sued. So I would just go through SoundCloud and just upload like little freestyles and stuff like that. So of course my real nickname is Ken, so it was unavailable So I just typed something in. It wasn't ever supposed to stick. But it just became kind of like me because...
You're right. So early on in your career, did people like mistake you as thinking a guy was going to pull up or a guy was coming up?
Yeah, I remember with one of my managers, Cooley, we went to Atlanta and they took me we drove so many hours to get to Atlanta for this competition. And we did it and we were supposed to, the winning pot was $100. So we drove all that way for $100.
Gas money.
And then they didn't even give it to me. I won. But so I went up there and then he was like, oh no, baby. I said, KenTheMan, it ain't your turn yet. And then the whole crowd laughed because they was like, that is KenTheMan. It's just like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. It's a running joke.
It's you're beyond that now. They know who you are. Again, I went to Houston one time and, someone had told me like, man, the only person you need to be jamming is KenTheMan. They had played like 12 songs back to back, everything fire. I'm talking about fire. So I have to ask, we look at situations where we see, again, H-Town is where it goes down at Birth Starz. Shout out Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion. We seen what Carl Crawford himself did with Megan, and he also gave Erica Banks a push. Did he himself ever reach out to you? Were you already in the deal or something? Or
I was independent for a long time. So I feel like around the time he had his artists, so it was kind of pointless to have. He's always been in my circle though. He's always kind of like rooted for me and stuff.
Yeah, he for sure H-Town.
Yeah, he do. I feel like he's always made it known that he liked my music and he thought I was talented. So, but I just feel like he had his artists. So it was kind of like no point. And I honestly didn't want to be signed. So I really was about to run it up independent. Like I told myself, like if these people ain't hearing me, I'm gonna make them hear me by myself. Cause one thing about me, I don't really care about like no's. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people tell me I can't do. I've done so many can'ts that people told me. It's just like, so I never planned on really truly being signed.
Yeah, true. And whenever people want to go independent, it's never just them. There's always a team behind. Can you shout out who was in your circle? Who was part of your team? Was it like parents, friends, like that, just helping you go forward?
Well, 100%, yes. My friends are like my biggest supporters. They, even when I'm feeling like, that's why I stated like previously, like I have real friends. Like they always encourage me. They make me feel big. They make me feel like a superstar. They treat me like a superstar. They never made me feel like I wasn't me, no matter what area of my career I was. They always made me feel big. Like, so I'll say my friends, my family, my dad is really supportive of me. And like, he just always let me follow my dream. So I feel like he's the reason I didn't give up, because it wasn't like a parent down my back telling me what I shouldn't and what I can and can't do. And then I'll say Melissa and Cooley, because it's like, sometimes we have no money coming in, and these people work for me for free.
Yeah, shout out Melissa, shout out Cooley.
Yeah, so I just feel like stuff like that is super important, and just loyalty is big in our group. Like it's kind of like, between us, we ain't never been in no contract. Me and my managers.
Yeah, that's real. No, that's real.
We ain't never signed no paper. I tried to put Melissa on a contract a while back. Like, I just want to make sure you're comfortable. She was like, oh, you don't fuck nothing up. So I was just like, loyalty is real big in my group and stuff. Like, it ain't about paper for us. Like, we see the end goal, and we ain't never had no problems. So that's why I feel like that you got to have a strong support system.
Definitely. All right, well, let's go and get into it, man, because your lyrics, man, it praises, a certain scenario where women are feeling very empowered right now. Mm-hmm. Y'all taking it back, from us. We thought we had the one up. And I think, when'd you come out, first and foremost? I don't know, like when.
I think I dropped my first project in 2014, but I was like working before that first project. Yeah. But I wouldn't say like I established anything. But I've been rapping for probably going on my 9th year.
I'm gonna say it. I heard of you before City Girls, before Megan. I heard of your name before all that. Mm. I didn't see you, but I heard your name. I heard you. I'm like, this motherfucker's popping her shit. That's why I say I see all these other people kind of coming up, the Lottos and everybody. But I'm like, you've been on this. But I have to ask, because we're we got some women here and we got some men here too. But you say something like, if he ain't paying, he ain't staying. And I'm like, damn it, man. That culture itself, do you really prescribe to that, where if a guy is, if he can't bring nothing to the table, he don't get to sit at the table?
Absolutely, because I had a bunch of empty sides of the table while I was there full, and I just feel like it's impossible to work. That's why I always tell people. I feel like I be telling people like, that's a lot of women that say that, right? But I got money. So I want my nigga to have money. Like, why would I not have somebody that could do the same thing I could do for him? So in my case, yes. But I feel like everybody should date in their bracket. But I can say that though. That's why I always tell people.
So, you got some ladies out here who, do come up, what's going on, beautiful? Like, I was wondering if I could get your number, take you on a date. Mm-hmm. And they be like, yeah, here's my Cash App. Do you believe that pay to stay is one thing, but pay to get in the dough is another thing? Do you believe that off the rip, as soon as a man meets you, that he needs to start cashing out? Or do you believe in like, hey, like once we get to know each other and we establish we doing a thing, like, hey, these are kind of like the financial obligations I might need from you?
See, that's one thing about it. I just feel like I set a standard just me walking in the door, I feel, because I buy myself nice things. So to answer your question, no, I don't expect a man to cash at me on the first date, like to get my number or nothing like that. I mean, it'd be nice. I ain't knocking it. But I'm saying, like, realistically, just pursue me, like court me, date me, treat me like a lady. So I just feel like if you do something like that, and then we work our way up, because I do like gifts, because I'll give myself, I'll buy gifts. But it's like, I just feel like it's unrealistic to a certain extent to just expect it. But if it's received, because I've had nice gifts on the first date. I've had racks on the first date. No, nothing. But it's like, I don't expect every man to be able to do that. And I don't look forward to it. It's just like, if it happens, cool. You probably say your number, you're.
So first date, you already been talking online. He looked decent. Mm-hmm. He pulls up in the Rolls Royce. Mm-hmm. He pulls up in the Rolls. He opens the door, very gentleman-like. Mm-hmm. Y'all get to that 5-star restaurant, and he's like, "Oh, I think I left my wallet at the crib. What's your next move?"
I gotta go see. I first need to see if to run these plays and see what this Rolls Royce. I'm gonna say, hold on, baby, I'll be right back. Let me see the valet ticket. Let me just run these plates real quick. Send it to some of my investigator friends and see if this his car. Now, if it's in his name, then I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I got you this one time. But what we going after this is we going to the house to get the card so I can get my reimbursement. But everybody got Cash App and Zelle nowadays, baby. Just sell it to me. I see you left your wallet. Zelle it. I got it.
So, you've been seeing somebody for 6 months. Mm-hmm. At what point do you think it's appropriate for the man that you seeing to start paying your rent, if ever? Because I know some women who's like, I don't ever want no man to pay my rent unless we stay together, because I don't want him feeling like he run nothing over here. So when do you think it's appropriate, if ever, for a man to start paying your rent?
That's a great question, because
He come with it.
that. Key ain't coming with it. That's why. So I feel like it is kind of like, you gotta find a sucker, I'd say, because once they start giving you too much, they do start feeling like they have a place. And I just feel like that's just kind of like what I would love for a man to pay my bills and not want to come over and don't want no key. But it's just kind of, I don't know. I ain't got my bills paid all year. Y'all tell me what to do. I don't know. I've been slipping all year.
Do you see relationships more like investments now? Like, I
do for other people, but like I said, I'm kind of like, I'm not like that. It's like, it might sound like that, but that's because I do have my own thing. So like I said, I've tried to date like below my bracket, and it did not work. I tried it twice, actually. I'm a 2-time giver trier, So I just feel like once it didn't work that second time, I was like, that can't happen no more.
So I gotta ask you, which do you prefer? A man who sex game is immaculate, but he ain't got no money, he kind of broke, or sex game is mid and he caked up?
Okay, mid is not terrible.
Yeah, mid ain't terrible. Mid is, I deliver.
Yeah, it's like you delivering. We have some good days, baby has some bad days.
Yeah, he off and on.
As long as the head is consistent, I feel like we working with something. You feel me? But it's because I told you I tried the brokies with the good, and it's kind of like, what? I'm stressed.
So a lot of older men, back in the 90s, that giving head was very taboo. That wasn't a thing. Mm-hmm. Could you date a man who says, I don't do that?
That's crazy. I've never met one. Now,
back in the 90s,
these niggas, they do need to grow up and start eating a little bit more ass, because I feel like...
You should grow up.
Just saying. I mean, I feel like I'm just saying. We passed the pussy part now. We need to graduate.
Have you ever broke a virgin? No, I won't say a virgin then, but someone who's never done it before?
No, I would feel like a little disgusted with myself. Like, I just feel like I'll be taking advantage. I wouldn't want to do no virgin. No.
That's true. I don't know, man. Get into the ass crack is you got to graduate to that.
I feel like it don't got to be everybody ass, but it's like, all right, we've been dating for a couple months. Let's get to it. Come on. Yeah.
All right, so you
know this ass by in a couple months. You gotta know this ass.
You meet dude, you find out. Y'all might have did a date or two. You find out he ain't eating the groceries. Then he run into your homegirl. Your homegirl like, that's cool. It's cool. He don't eat the groceries. That's cool. And she starts seeing him. You think that's breaking girl code? If you don't want him, but she do.
Well, my girls, we don't be attracted to each other's people. So I don't get it. So you saying we were something, but then he
might have took you to dinner once,
I just
twice.
feel like my friends wouldn't do that. I see girls doing it, but I just feel like my friends not really thirsty like that. Like, I wouldn't go after they men, and I don't feel like they would go after mine. I do think it's like kind of partial girl code, because it's like, even though you didn't want it, it's still kind of like, it's so, we was never there, but we was at dinner, and now you at dinner. Like, it sounds like small, but it's kind of like, I'm gonna look at you a little funny, like
he picked you up in a Rolls Royce to dinner. Your friend might see the same.
I don't know. My friend group was not the typical friend group. I don't think we would do that to each other.
So and believe me, I have gone through there being a lack thereof girl code. It's probably why I ain't got no friends. Well, I got at least one. What is your definition of girl code?
I feel like friendships are like relationships too, without sex. I just feel like you gotta respect them like you respect your partner. Like, because sometimes they be like, that ain't my man. We ain't fucking each other. But it's like, you still supposed to have that type of standard. I feel like you don't do nothing that you wouldn't do in your friend face, behind your friend back. It's just a girl code. I feel like everybody know what girl code is, and I just feel like it's impossible to like act like you don't. I just feel like it's not even like a line or a sentence or a rule. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that. I just feel like, would this hurt your friend? Would it hurt you if your friend did this to you? So I feel like that's what girl code is.
Okay, so it sounds like you got a real tight circle. So
I better, because I'm speaking highly of them all.
How many real close friends do you have? Real close friends, like tight circle? Because sometimes it be a crowd.
I kind of got a lot of friends. Like, I probably think I got like 5-6 close friends.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have like 14 like friends that I consider like my friends, but like best friends, I got like 5-6 best friends.
Okay. Have they been coming to any of the shows since you've been on tour?
Yes, all of them came.
Okay.
All of them flew out to
all in Houston?
Yeah, and everybody flew out to different ones. I had one come to LA, had one come to Atlanta, the one on the East Coast. They all been flying out and stuff.
Okay. What do you think is the most challenging city you've been to?
Challenging?
Yeah. To where you kind of like,
oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all ain't heard of me yet. What's up?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Not that. Everybody that I've been to on tour, they heard of me because they bought tickets. So I wouldn't say none of them was really challenging. Maybe one of the promoters hated them, but like they've been locked in. They know stuff back to way dated back. They've been knowing.
To the friend group.
My intro song is a song from like 2019, and they know all the words to that. So.
I'm just curious, if you was to go to like the Usher concert and he was to serenade you, who at home would be mad to see you up there getting serenaded by Usher? Is there that one that might be like?
I feel like they'll be fake mad, but just like you ain't got no ownership over me realistically.
Oh man, I got my control over you.
I ain't got no man.
Oh wait, are you in search? Are you in looking? You open to whatever?
Well, God told me to stop looking and He'll find you. So I'm trying something new.
Where would you say for a young lady what's a nice place to meet a decent man?
Nowhere.
Damn. No hope. Walmart.
It is. You have fallen short, ladies. I don't know what is happening with these niggas, but they are not the same.
So a man trying to holler at you in the club, that's just...
No, I don't mind. Let's just see. But I'm saying where we going and where we looking,
nah,
ain't nobody to find.
Now you was on the 2022 XXL freshman list.
Mm-hmm. Was it that?
Yeah, I think that was
22 or 21?
22. I believe some she's woo.
Ooh, just losing it. I don't even know where to go no more.
It's crazy because first of all, what is your thoughts on that list? Because a lot of people from those lists go on to become greats normally 3 to 4 or 5 years later. Mm-hmm. You're 1 year removed from that. That's beyond that list. What are your thoughts on the list itself? Just being able to be on the list.
I just feel like because it's so many of us. So when they wind it down to these couple of people, and then you're a part of them couple of people, out of all the noise that's around you, it's a big deal. Like I just feel like it made me feel seen, because it's like you said, it's a lot of people that do sleep on me and try to pretend I'm not there. So for a platform that big and that notable, like, because they do be lining them up in like what's current. I just felt like it was so many other people too that they could have chose over me. And I was
facts.
just like,
Females already have stigma in the game where y'all are taking over, but still you're still trying to break it.
Did you say we ain't taking over?
No, y'all are taking over.
Oh, I thought you said y'all ain't taking over. Wait, we are taking over.
Y'all have taken over. It's 50 years of hip hop right now. I think y'all running the damn game, which is amazing, by the way. Yeah. But still, to get to those lists, I know there's a bunch of boys who'd be like, I should have been on that before a female.
I feel like that's crazy. That's a crazy way to think, because if we dated back, it's been nothing but boys. So give us a couple of years.
Come on now.
Let us have a little something, because at the end of the day, I do feel like we have to be a little more lyrical than them to go anywhere. Like, we gotta have a little more. Something. You gotta have a fat ass at least. You feel me? At least. They ain't gotta have it. All they gotta do is have a gut and a chain, and then everybody love them.
What do you do to keep your body intact?
I'm working on my stuff. I mean, it ain't that in tight.
I seen a couple pictures. I'm like, I don't know.
God's still working on me.
Work in progress. Loading. I don't do nothing. Nah, you got it, man. You got it. Trust me, man. Sex appeal sells like a motherfucker. Now I got to ask you, for your fan base, how strong is the LGBT community within your fan base? Because I see them jamming your music like, man, you like the leader of the new school. I ain't gonna lie, like you really running game over there. So how big are they when it comes to doing shows and, they show up and just, show support?
That is, first of all, they street. So I'd be so blessed to see them coming to my concert, because they will read you down. And it's like I feel like they do support me a lot. They are very heavy in my supporters. Like I love to see them. It makes me so happy, because like I said, they is me. Now,
you have made mention one day that, as big as you get, you'll never leave Houston. You'll always have a spot in Houston, which, again, Acres home, Hey, Houston is where I tell everybody they should really retire, because it has an Atlanta vibe, but also that open space in Texas. They say Drake is now about to move to Houston. What do you think he's going to do to the economy once he gets there?
I don't know. Is he going to pollute it or something?
When I say that, because, Toronto, he really is a tourist attraction. Like, he brings maybe 70% of the tourists to Toronto. Yes.
You think so?
No, I know so.
You know that?
No, I know so. I went there and they told me. They're like,
he probably gonna bring me to the
right. Fact. But I'm curious, as far as being able to stay in Houston, where do you see Houston in, let's say, the next 3 to 5 years, just as all the artists moving to Houston? Do you feel it's the new Atlanta now, as far as music wise and just scenery wise?
I don't feel like musically, no. I just feel like Atlanta is still. It's because I've ran into so many stars in Atlanta, just randomly in a club or in a studio, just random places. In Houston, you don't really run into you run into our legends, but you're not finna just walk and just be like, oh, there's Future. Hey.
Damn, okay.
So. Yeah.
Who are some of your Houston legends that you look up to and say, man, them legends right there?
Well, I would say our legends, like Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Bun B.
Oh yeah. Have you had a Trill Burger yet?
Oh, they so good. The buns are so soft.
Tell me, I ain't had one yet. Don't tell me.
Yeah, the buns are soft. It's like butter bread or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
It's literally the best. But I don't even eat burgers. They got the vegan option, so I eat the vegan one.
Damn.
And I don't know what. It's the best burger I ever
Shout out Trill Burger, man. It's really,
and I'm not gassing. I'm a foodie, so it's kind of like them burgers is really top tier burgers.
I remember Turkey Leg Hut was like the spot in Houston. Is it still?
I think so, because everybody bring it up. It's just like, when you live there, we be like, that's our spot that everybody want to try. It's so good though. Don't get it wrong. It's really good. It's
worth the wait. Worth the wait.
Yeah.
When it comes to, relationships and, it's time for Netflix and chill, what's a good show that you could put us on to what's your go-to Netflix and chill show?
Dang. I watch so much. I've watched seasons in like one day. I don't know what I just recently watched. I watched so much stuff. I know I watched some Prime and Chill the other day. The Lion.
Amazon Prime and Chill.
Yes, bro. We got streaming over here, baby.
Come on,
you better
now.
come get you one.
Come on now.
I got Hulu. I got Netflix. I
Disney
got
and
Prime. I got Disney Plus and BT Plus.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, man. Well, you here in Dallas. You have a show coming up. Can you tell us about just the tour right now? We back to doing what? We back to what?
304.
God.
Back to the streets.
Back to the streets. She's single too, y'all. She's single, man. The show. How's the show been? How's the tour been? You're in Dallas right now. You're about to do probably a sold out show at Trees.
Mm-hmm.
What is the expectation for the show and even the upcoming cities that you're about to hit?
Well, Dallas is always a good spot for me. So I'm very happy. I'm just very curious to see what it's gonna be, because when I just do pop-ups and clubs and stuff, they be so loud. They're one of my like livest cities. So I'm so excited about tonight actually. But yeah, the tour overall, it's been going really, really well. It has just exceeded my expectations. I did not expect this. Like, it's just so much love. I just be feeling so important. Like, that made me feel so good. So
there you go, man. Yeah. I mean, we gonna be excited just to watch you kind of grow. The Roc Nation move. You're officially is Roc Nation that's the play.
What you mean?
Is I think Roc Nation they sign artists, but they also do management or something like that.
Oh no, I'm signed to the label.
You signed to the damn label, man. Clap that up. Dreams will come true, man. Have Jay-Z invited you in the office to tell you? Hey.
No, but I think it's coming. I'm a manifest it.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming.
He on tour right now with his one.
Yeah, right. And she gonna be right there in the office when you say, like, hey.
Yeah, I just feel like they waiting to bring me in at the same time.
There you go. Now that's gonna be a lovely day. You gonna be on that yacht party, and it's gonna go up from there. Last question before we get out of here. I want you to grade yourself. When it comes to your skills at twerking, what do you grade yourself?
I just seen a little toddler video of me twerking better than my current age. So I would give myself like a C plus, B minus.
B minus that's passed. Yeah, you passed the class. You passed.
Maybe C plus is more than C plus. Yeah, because if I'm packing the class.
See, work in progress.
Yeah, I'm working on myself.
Nah, there you go, man. KenTheMan, it's a blessing. Definitely have you come through. For those that do want to get at you, that want to follow the movement, can you tell them exactly how to get at you as far as everywhere, all the social media sites, the YouTube, all that?
Okay, yeah. YouTube, KenTheMan, KenTheMan. Instagram, Twitter, I'm KenTheMan. TikTok, Ken304. It is everywhere. I'm Googleable now.
Googleable.
So if you get it confused, you didn't.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, just shout out to my supporters and for, you seen me?
No, you got it.
He got me, y'all. Yeah. Shout out to my supporters. Thank you for everybody coming out at the tour. It means everything to me. Shout out to my team for always just being there for your girl, my friends, my family. And just thank y'all too. Shout out to y'all for having me. Man,
it's definitely you part of the RealLyfe family. Again, shout out to Melissa, shout out to Cooley. Again, we wanted this to happen maybe a year or two ago, and we manifested as well. Here you are on the blue couch. God damn it! We like to tell people, don't get too lit to forget, man. When you're sitting at the high table, remember the little guy. Come back and holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, come back and bring. I ain't gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come up to y'all. Bring a spread. You cook right? You cook a little bit. Nope. You do not cook. Okay. Well, order some. Bring a spread, and we're gonna. I'm caterer. We're gonna bring bread. There you go. Well, you already know what time it is, man. We got the one and only man to what we say is one of the best, hardest female artists in this game. Period. Ken, the motherfucking man in the motherfucking building. You are a real life street star.